Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Honkai Star. It's been a minute, a while. The last Honkai Star Rail stream I did was back when Honkai ended. I haven't really been streaming Honkai since then. Also, in case like you ask, my model is working. It's just the tracker for the model isn't. So, I'm not sure how long that's gonna last, but. I've been grinding Honkai for a little bit. More than a little, in a sense. But I'll catch up. Like, most everyone, about at 80 plus. Still use some work. There with the balance.
Nice.
This team is relatively somewhat built. It's not fully as I can distance here yet. But in a sense, that's basically what I've been doing for the most part. Anyway. Will there be polls? No. No, there are not. Main reason is because I've already found my goal. Streaming kind of sad that I did was for Hawk's like home, and I got the inside. Yeah. This is very strong, and I love it.
Nice.
Other than that, I'm thinking about getting her. Thinking about that. Oh yeah, and for the still at work, I didn't show it, but I no longer have my bonus because I did my 300 rolls for it, and oh my god, was Clara. I decided to pick Clara. Main reason because I never got Clara, like, all, so there we go. Anyway, that's basically what I've been doing for the most part. Now it's time for the intermissions. We're literally just we're gonna do the intermission and then we're gonna do the events. That's about it. That's all we're gonna do. That's Spark.
Great, you're here. It's a secret. And it's a good thing I got here so fast. Otherwise, you would have missed the fireworks I prepared.
Fireworks? Where I don't see any heart. The express this time?
Huh? That's weird. I pressed the button already. I wonder what went wrong. Gray hair, don't be so nervous. I took a mutually assured destruction button and repurposed it into a sky full of sparkles button. I really wanted to give you an epic fireworks show. I tested it so many times just to make sure. And now that I finally boarded the express, it doesn't even work. Oh well. Luckily, I brought along some sparklers too. Let's light them up. Look, aren't they nice?
Hmm.
Wait, hold up. Where are you going? Don't leave!
Alright, I said, let's go. I'll give you a tour. Actually, didn't know Gallagher. Yeah. That hurts. That's good.
Holy shirt balls! The synthesizer on this express is lit as fudge. Following this synthesizing method, would it turn a bag of trash into treasure?
That is fudge. Yes. Is this a new term?
It's not a new term. It just means very peak. It means very fudging awesome. What the fork? This synesthesia beacon obviously knows about my language deficiency, but it still keeps updating the lexicon. Fudge this. Anyway, other than this synthesizer, are there any other cool toys on the Express?
Anything? The phonograph? I'll give you a tour.
Looks like you're prepared to be the Express's tour guide. Then, let's not waste any more time and get started.
Hmm. Let's see. There was the date. There was the log. This hurts. That hurt. Anyway. Thank you. Yeah, let me get the Gallagher note real quick. Wait. Alright. So basically, the note is very simple. I picked the max issue, but I was able to pull it up. It's a note left by God to the new generation of names. Thank you for everything you've done. It's a pity I won't be able to put this with my own eyes, but your unwavering witness, your confidence, and manifestation. Also, I say sorry for my naughty and sneaky. It suffers from severe separation anxiety and must particularly need. Please release it into the memory zone. That's very true. That's where meanings belongs. Life and death are no human fiction on the road to fame and enigmata. Just like farewells and reunions, I wish you the best in your journey. Son to the heart. Most is a gift to you for the imperfect small. It was basically a note from Gallagher. Thankfully, also if they get to the Stellar Rock station, yeah, Stellar Rock is the same website that I've been using, and that does. Anyway, it has a lot of the key items. Just so yeah. This is basically the gift. I wonder, but at least you can sleep yet. You have an interstellar message, please check it properly.
Phew.
What's that, Pom Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things aren't getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival, and we're already being invited to another special event.
Traveling is all about having fun. So to cover the trouble on the list of festivities.
Why not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go. Blast? Expedition? Yeah! Wherever we go, we eat, play, and have a blast!
So we should leave March behind to take care of the Express?
Hey! That's not what I meant! I'm all for some fun. I just hope there won't be any surprise party crashers, like Friday or Saturday.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. By holding the war dance, they're demonstrating to everyone that they've returned to a state of peace and safety.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Penacony. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter and the Cloud Knights, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
So, to add context, after the Penacony incident, we are under a very tight schedule. As we are running out of fuel. The Astral Express is running out of fuel. In order to refuel the Astral Express, you have to build new tracks to expeditions that have never been explored. Which, in doing so, if you build a brand new track, the Astral Express could travel even more trailblazers. But since we're running out, and no one has built new tracks, the fuel is running out. That's why Black Swan gave us this proposal to travel to Amphoria, because no one has traveled surprising. And I feel, and that's gonna be 3.0, where we're traveling to Emporia. There was something there. I need to go in there. Glorious. Here we are. Yeah. According to Black Sun in the wiki, it says, according to Black Swan, Glorious is a world that Akavili, and that's why if Akavili has the trip, the fuels. That's why building a brand trap for even Akavili is just perhaps something. The world is virtually unknown to most people, hidden away in outside observation that can only be seen through the light from the mirror. From the Guardian Revolution, it is almost better the speed of it at leaving its destiny uncertain. During the Cosmo CDC event, or the Dr. Sparkle mentioned, this guy is smart. This also professor. I think that is a spoiler. No, it's not. Okay, so the Cosmo CDC event is something. That was the anniversary event that we got. I did it here and there. I think I did it on stream. The Lord event, Sparkle mentions Curtis Sky teams, Smarting Club. That hashtag 888 Miss Philosophy Professor, parroting the dreams of society. She proclaims herself to be the divine method in charge of screenwriting in ancient times, and glorious and invites extremists to show. That was referenced at the end of Pentagon if you were doing she was doing the dolls. So otherwise, I'm actually very curious what he's doing at glorious system. I'm very, very curious.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However, it may take a few weeks.
Aw, so that means we're not going to the Lafu.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March. Since we've been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Xianzhou Lafu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
What do you two think?
The mom and dad is trusting the kids to represent the Express. Literally, the three kids for troubles. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Right, bro? Everything will be fine. That's great. Let's split up the group. I want to play with puzzles too.
Himeko and Mr. Yang will be busy with serious research. Besides, fossils can't compete with martial contests when it comes to fun, right? Plus, you're the only one with so many friends on the Lafu. I'll be lost if you don't come along. You've gotta lead the way.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to work to the Xianzhou Lafu.
Discuss the travel plan with the other members.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Danhung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so.
So, the one thing I really do wish that they did for Danhang was give Danhang a full system. So that means I have to level up March to 80. Because her imagination was very, very strong in follow-up teams. Although I got this one.
Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Shit, we're warping. Okay. I was trying to meet with everyone. Okay. Let's be responsible.
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories. You know?
Yeah. So there's something for all of you. All landmarks, one memories. It's true, you know?
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. This trip has been incredibly smooth. Quite unusual, I must say.
Definitely unusual. So easily pleased and sorry, Marks. Look, I'm not looking close.
Such is the fate of us nameless, I suppose.
Okay, so I saw the Skytrain images and noticed that the expression has stopped on the YouTube. I got some love already. Just got the star skip heaven. Look for the news there. Yep, first of all, right now it's just the general sent me to welcome me. Star skip heaven to the universe.
Is the Starskip Haven always this crowded?
Literally. Also, I'm here. Welcome,
There's
bro.
so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yanqing said General Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us. But where is he?
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
The protagonist has spoken. She spoke.
Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment. Did they just call us? Look at their outfits. They're from Penacony, right? Are
Yeah.
you familiar with the Xianzhou Luofu?
Yeah.
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
You come to the right people. Run for locals.
Exactly! We're Cienjo experts. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Lafu fighter jet.
So it's even larger than the regular Starscream. So it's even bigger than the Radiant Feldspar.
The Radiant Feldspar is bigger, I guess.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
Fractal Garden? No. Why not visit the Scale Road Waterscape? No. Why not climb the top of the Universal Arbor? No. Arm Valley is one of the most popular, like, touristy areas. So it's actually really nice.
Good idea. The everyday vibe of the Aurum Alley is a rare find on the planet of festivities.
Everyday vibe. Yeah, our clients have had their fair share of adrenaline-pumping dreamscapes. Maybe something down to earth would touch their hearts.
Thanks for the suggestion. We'll head to the Aurum Alley to gather materials. Maybe we'll run into each other there in a couple of days.
Look, Yanqing's here.
Wow, really? Let's go catch up with him.
But yes, a Star Rail stream this early. I have not done Star Rail in so long.
There you are! Everyone, this way!
And it's
Hey,
one of the
everyone.
few games that I
It's
want
been
to
a while.
play.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you. But, Yanqing, are you?
What's up, Miss March?
Played. It's all
They
Kafka.
say kids grow up really fast. Yanqing, are you a little bit taller than before?
We've only been away for a few months.
Hey, you're definitely. You're definitely taller. Actually. Shit, long time no see.
Really? The General is always worried I won't grow much taller. But I keep telling him not to worry about it. Sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskiff Haven being so busy, things are a little hectic.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lafu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jing Yuan chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who have come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Cienjo Lafu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Cienjo Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Cienjo ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings.
The Xianzhou filming, the Xianzhou editing.
Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major
Yaoqing.
force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos. Although it's a member of the Xianzhou Alliance, I don't know much about it. But Madame Yukong from the Skyfaring Commission mentioned that the Yaoqing always sends back reports of great victories, which is quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens of abominations with a single punch. I wonder if it's true. If only I could witness her prowess with my own eyes.
By the way, Yanqing, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrum. He's been eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
Yeah, he's adorable. Well, you're pretty much the same in that regard.
I agree.
All units, assemble quickly! Get ready to protect the crowd!
I just mentioned security, and now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me, I need to go check out the situation.
I beat him up with a bat. You just jinxed us, Mark. Like, wherever you fear will happen happens.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
Watch out for
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
There we go. Okay, Moon Rage. Enemies with this mark can enter the Moon Rage tank. Enemies attack. Moon Rage. After enemies use attack, apply one stack of Bloodlust. Okay. When Bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, the unit enters the Moon Rage state. At the same time, a Moon Rage compound appears in the action order. That's Moon Rage is to spell across all enemies. Okay.
Borison? Why are there Borison here? This ends now.
Okay, I think I'm about to look completely up.
Detonate!
Or fire.
Eternal. This is more than a battle. Set the seas ablaze!
Rhythm get messed up?
Fight to live! There's more to life.
I literally just bring Firefly, Trailblazer, and
Not good. Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Wait, my sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
And get sword back.
While we appreciate your rescue, my Xianzhou friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
Oh, but this shipment isn't even meant for the Luofu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
Upgraded IPC is.
How dare you detain our ship? Who do you think you are?
It is the IPC. Did you say you refuse? Let me change your mind. This bird. Oh no. Investment into something. No, you're probably just right now. I understand myself. I don't know. Well, I think I can save the bird. I don't know what I got, but okay.
Who's in charge here? I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment. I take full responsibility.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. They fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Zhu Ming envoys saved them? Sounds complicated.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. The Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seed of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I saw very small clips that you went into a big chunk of blood bay against next time.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yenshing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples with even the slightest disturbance.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
I know, they're kobolds, right? You just call them the Borison?
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borison. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borison have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Xianzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borison have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. The General wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter? Maybe you'll need our help in hunting down the Borison?
Thank you, but it's no big deal. By the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
Did he say the worst thing the Swarm finally is gonna feel them this one? Oh yeah, she is. She's in the So the Cloud Knight get in trouble if they have all fingers used. You go buy a report and I go fetch the popcorn. It's gonna be quite the show.
Don't remind me. I just zoned out for a moment, that's all. All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around. Success and failure.
It's been a long journey, Elder Wyatt. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
General, I brought our guests from the Express. Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
Did you miss us? I dreamed about you on Panaconi. How's everything?
Oh. Well, It's an honor to be in your dreams, my friend. Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhuming, known as the Flaming Heart.
Oh, these are links.
No
Good
need
boss.
to be
Okay.
so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Glad to meet you, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the Lawfu, same as all of you. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Lawfu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huayan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my friend. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Lawfu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh? Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
Nope, that won't do.
Won't do?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Zhuming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yoon Lee. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lafu's swordmasters.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword, so you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yang Qing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful, because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take sides.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship. Most notably, the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yun Li, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please forgive her if she's being rude.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yun Li. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Luofu and could use some help settling in.
Yang Qing, once you've helped our guests get settled, go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it. This is the report Qingzu just sent me. Let me take a look. Looks like the General has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease.
Take a look at that. Yeah, some kind of test. Is it
Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, you know, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC. Their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now. Shall I take you to the inn?
It is the Luofu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectating. Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jinyuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yaoqing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou.
Yeah, there's the Genshin drop.
The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, they'll eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Luofu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yaoqing, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Huaiyan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
I heard his...
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Jinyuan? This person is being sarcastic.
So the 2.4 lines has not been updated. So this is the original mode's VA without the update. As the update will happen in 2.5. Oh boy.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword.
Don't think you'll ever get your sword back. No. I'll get it back for you.
No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little... reserved? Could it be because of Elder Huaiyan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing must be the Merlin's Claw herself, I presume.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from Jing Yuan, just like the crew, right?
The The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Huh. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion? Why would they blame the victim?
Danshu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu, implicating Jingyuan himself? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
We can vouch for Jingyuan, though. I wonder why.
What was I thinking? Seriously. Here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip. But it seems wherever we go, drama is just around the corner.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived, and rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Danheng. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now, but I was completely oblivious to his troubles. How naive of me.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong? Again?
You're real man, start a conversation. This March. Keep quiet.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just let him go alone. Why don't we accompany you to the Artisanship Commission?
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them, right?
Right all you want, but don't drag me into this girl massive conversation. Stop. I don't want to bring up this close.
What's with you turning into a scaredy cat? I didn't see you worrying about lawsuits when you wrecked that giant mech.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness.
Yeah.
Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
I forgot, when did we wreck the IPC's giant mech? I was out of panic on him.
Can I really reason with you Xianzhou people? I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Aurum Alley?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo, and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
What are you doing here? Why, what's all this? Did I just hear a dog barking?
You jerk! Who are you calling a dog? Wait, why are you here? You're staying on the Cienjo, are you? What terrible luck! Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
I'm here to help Yanqing sort out the trouble caused by the IPC.
Trouble caused by the IPC? I'd say it's caused by the Skyfaring Commission.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikue. What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borison and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lawfu before? Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology!
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double-check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lawfu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
The Alliance's regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine! If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Well, I know a thing or two about convincing Scott. Leave it to me. I'm an expert at going.
I heard how you helped Aramali. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right?
Yep.
Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Like, Mr. Scott, I'm the negotiator. Well, not you again. At the end of negotiation, Merle is higher than or equal. Otherwise, during negotiation, if either party's portrayal drops to 0, negotiation ends. Your negotiation tries to split up the different outcomes, which can either increase or decrease your moral. And it joins the negotiating process until a number of negotiation rounds is 0. At which point the negotiation ends.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Okay. Okay, make a proposal from the legals. Let's start by making comfortable usage into intimidation. Reminds members of various components. Okay. Surface. I like on the surface level.
Back in Arum Alley, you were dealing with civilian merchants where you could use the IPC's name to scare them. But this time, the Cloud Knight lieutenant standing before you represents the will of Lawfu's general and won't be intimidated by your words.
Of course, I'm sure we both want a peaceful resolution.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, I want things to be resolved peacefully, but aren't we getting stuck in rigid formalities here? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Just get the reasoning part of our assure her that you'll proceed with caution and position skyscraping mission can be
Don't underestimate Cienjo technology. Even if they need to dismantle your cargo, the Artisanship Commission can easily put it back together.
Yeah, go ahead and brag about their skills. After all, you're just a negotiator they hired. But I'm different. I'm an IPC member, and my fleet has accepted this transportation order. Naturally, I need to be responsible for the integrity of every piece of cargo. Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Thinking it's this one. I'm actually definitely right now.
Since the Intelligentsia Guild entrusted the cargo to the IPC for transportation, it's the IPC's responsibility to ensure its safety, right? Why would you need a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Let me tell you something. As stated in Article 17 of the IPC's Building Material Logistics Department Transport Agreement Law, subsequent to the dispatch of goods and during their transit, all risks, save for those, only protect the integrity of the goods and prevent anyone with ill intentions from getting their hands on them, for example. As for whether the cargo itself poses a security threat to the destination, that's not our responsibility. It appears we have reached an area beyond your expertise, doesn't it? We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate, right? As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
Okay.
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication from a monkey before you continue spouting nonsense? Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Cienjo, but if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll be in deep trouble when I get back. Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine.
Yeah, my luck.
I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the Cienjo as soon as your ship is repaired? To avoid the Skyfaring Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break any laws.
Yeah, you've got some insight there. Who are you again?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Sparkle?
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo Zhuming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Cienjo and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Oh Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
At least you liked up for once.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Just get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
This lady is really something else.
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off!
She just pulled out a strike? I will get put back into Pass on Telegram once spelled.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
Incited all units on alert.
Some value, I suppose.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Eternal. The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Set the seas aflame!
Step up, let's see ya.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Nice, like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
I will claim victory for myself.
Fight to live!
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord!
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside, just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge. I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive, taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenching to be so...
Give me like 1 second. I'll be back. I need to go do something as quickly as possible. Should be back by 1, if not 2. Hopefully. So for now, cheers.